This topic is a very sensitive topic. Sometimes it's hard to talk about. I honestly don't know where to start. I honestly don't know where to end it, but we'll talk about it today. A lot of marriages, African marriages, are crashing the moment relocation becomes involved. I honestly don't know why, and that's why I'm talking about it today, so that we can share ideas. We can share ideas in the comment section, you know, see where people have gone wrong. We can learn from people's experiences, from things that are happening. The reason why I'm talking about this today is, like my lovely Nigerian brothers and sisters will say, Jakpa, Jakpa, Jakpa. Everybody is Jakpaing without considering certain things, without understanding where they are going to, what is obtainable, what the system is about, what the culture is about, what is tolerable in the place, and what cannot be tolerated. And then I feel like this have brought in a lot of problems. If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Chidima. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, if you're new, consider subscribing. Here we talk about nursing vlogs, lifestyle, and everything happening in the United Kingdom. Without wasting time, let's dive right into it. So I'm going to be talking about the UK per se, but I know that this might also be applicable to other diasporans in other parts of the world. But I'm going to be talking about the UK, which is where I am and which is where I have seen these things happen. So within the space of 6 months, this 6 months towards the Ember month and now, I have seen 3 marriages crash in the United Kingdom. 3 marriages crash in the United Kingdom. And these were people that basically, if you think about it, they were living very well back home. When I say very well, that is from a distance because you don't live with them. And if they don't tell you the story, you wouldn't know. And now the whole thing has ended. They've got 3 children. They've got 2 children. And all of that. So we're going to talk about that today. What exactly is the reason for all of these divorce rates in the country, in the United Kingdom or abroad, wherever you stay? I feel like the number one reason is the fact that in Africa, men have an upper hand. Correct me if I'm wrong. And back in the days, a lot of mothers have not domesticated their male child. As per African culture back then, women tends to be domesticated more than the male child. So when they were back home, the woman would do the school runs, do all manner of things, clean the house, still go to work because the modern day women are working, still go to work and then come back, take care of the kids, prepare his meal, wash his clothes, and do all manner of things. And you won't hear anything. And basically, the man will go out, also make money, be the head of the home, provide for the children, provide for the woman, where it is being done, because I know that it's not every man that is doing that. So now they come abroad to the United Kingdom, and now there's no house help, there's no nanny, all the chores, you both have to work to be able to put money together to pay the bills. And because you're on a visa, one person is the principal holder of the visa, and you cannot make changes to their job. You making changes to their job for family reasons will mean that it's either you leave the country because that visa, her job or his job is the reason why you two are still in the country. Your stay is tied to the visa. So there's an extent, there's an extent to which you can, make her job flexible to suit the home. On the other side, the dependent, which is either the man or the woman, can actually switch jobs, change jobs anytime, any day. If it's not working, it's not working. My family first, you leave the job, and stuff like that. And then the other person can't, except they want to switch employer and get you the dependent on another visa. And then you begin to find families struggling with childcare. Who does what? Who sweeps the house? Who cooks the food? Who does the school run? And all of those things. So I feel like that is number one reason. So the man finds it very frustrating. The woman finds it very frustrating because, mind you, there are some women back home that their husband had lots of money and they had house help everywhere. They don't do anything. So now they've relocated. They have to do everything themselves as well as their husband. So they begin that there's a tussle on who does what. And before you know it, the fracas comes in. The woman feels, oh, I go out there, I work for 12 hours, I work for 8 hours, and I come back, this is not done, that is not done. The man feels like, oh, I go out there and I come back, this is not done, that is not done. And before you know it, a heated argument starts. Before you know it, the temperaments are on the rise, the emotions are everywhere, and you do something you have never done before. Some men have never hit their wife. Some women have never attacked their husband, and you find them doing all of those things. And before you know it, bam, the police is involved. The social worker is involved. Family is torn apart. I feel like that is number one reason. Now, the second reason is finance. And for the finance aspect, I feel like this one hits the men more because back home, men will make money. Women are making money, but some men are making more money. Situations are different. Some men are making more money, some women are making more money. But majority of the men are, on that side where they have to spend and spend and spend for the family. And then they were doing good jobs back home as well. And then they come into the UK. The wife happens to be the principal holder of the visa and making more money because the man will have to work the days the woman is not working or make his own job flexible enough to accommodate the wife, who is the principal holder of the visa, and the childcare. And she's making a whole lot of money. And now, who brings out what becomes the problem? How much are you contributing? How much are you going to contribute in? Some women are adamant to the fact that this is abroad. You have to put your bills together and get things sorted if you want the family to run smoothly. It's no longer a case of the man pays the rent, the man pays the school fees, the man does this, the man does that, as it is in Africa. And before you know it, the fracas begins. The temperament again is on the rise. The emotions are everywhere. And before you know it, physical abuse might come in and the marriage is over. So the finance. So if you are thinking coming abroad and you used to make so much money and now you want to come abroad, put all of these things in mind that it's like you're starting your life afresh. Chances are that this woman might make more money than you. Chances are that you might make more money than this woman who used to earn very well. Bear it in mind that as a couple, you need to put your finances together and be able to get things going in the family before you think of it. So if we are making these videos and people are not watching them and then coming after it has happened, that is when you see the video, then there's a problem. You need to make your research, ask questions, go to YouTube, you see people's life experiences. A lot is happening that is making these things that happen. So this is one of them. I've talked about the domestic, who does the chores, the house chores. I've talked about the finance. Now the third one, I think, is because so many women are, because of course, if I'm wrong, correct me again in the comment section. The Western world is the world of women, if you ask me, from what I even have seen living here for the time I've lived here. So many women are have been into an abusive relationship. Now they've got the certificates, they've got the paperwork, and they've seen people move, and they feel like they need to move. they've been enduring, because back in Africa, you'd be told that you need to endure, you need to endure. Sometimes this endurance didn't accommodate, their endurance in question does not accommodate domestic violence. But I don't know, somehow the society have made it look like even you need to accommodate abuse. And then they keep quiet, and then they look at it. I don't want to lose my child. If I step out of this marriage and I'm losing my children, what way do I get out of this abuse? And then they, cajole the man into moving abroad. And then they come in here. It's the woman's world. And the moment you lay your finger on her, the police comes into the picture. And that's it. You'll be shocked how she'll swiftly move on without looking back with her children. That tells you that this has been in that relationship and she was looking forward to getting rid of that man. And of course, I must say, men too are abused. A lot of men are abused. And the abuse with men has to do with their mental health. You're abusing a man because he hasn't got money to give you. You're abusing a man because of this. He hasn't got this capacity to do one thing or the other. And it affects his mental health. One day he just wakes up and he does what? Maybe uses the knife on the woman or strangulates the woman, because he has been keeping everything in his chest. So I feel like these are the major reasons why things are not working out for certain couples who have decided not to sit down and talk about things, So I don't know. Tell me, what do you think in the comment section? The reason why African marriages are tearing apart when they move abroad or when they're living in diaspora. Tell me, what do you think in the comment section? And if you are thinking of coming abroad, please make sure you are prepared for the huge change, because it's a massive change. I am here now. I know the blows I got, the blows of the culture shock that I got. I'm going to make that video. I know the impact it had on me. When I looked left, right, and center, no help, no mother, no father, no sibling, no house help, no nanny, nothing. And then you have to take some time to process things and come to terms with your current realities and face it and beat it, So this is where I'll be ending this video today, guys. I hope you've learned something from this. Engage me in the comment section. Consider to share, like, comment, subscribe, share this video, share it to your platforms, your WhatsApp groups, wherever. Share them so that people that need to watch them will watch them and gain value from it as well. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.